Good morning. We're in my utility room this morning. I wanted to start a morning routine. Well, that would be good, wouldn't it? I wanted to start a morning routine, but I also wanted to show you the things I try and do daily in the morning to set the day up right. I have promised to keep life real on this channel, and this room is by no means aesthetically pleasing. The walls are textured, not my style, really dated, and we have the same naff worktops as in the kitchen. But this is real life, and at the moment they will stay like that. So first thing I do in the mornings is I get up and I come and pour myself a glass of water. We have the Berkey water filter. It's really good for you and filters out a lot of trace elements that other filters don't. We did a comparison with other leading water jug filters on the market, which we used to have, because these are an investment. They are expensive, and they're a lot more than other things like the Brita water filters. However, inside this part are two enormous charcoal filters which last for years, and you only have to get them out and clean them every now and again, and the water just tastes lovely. It really does. It tastes like bottled spring water. It's really good, and unfortunately has turned me into a water snob. I didn't know there was such a thing as a water snob, but there is, because I've now become one. So this, we love it. We try to remember to cook with it and to give it to the animals, so to give it to our dog, to give it to our chickens, and we just think it's really good for us to be putting the best quality water into our bodies that we can. And we'll get a bit more into the chats later about gut health and how important it is just to do those little things that add up day after day to make us feel a bit better. And I am absolutely far from perfect, which is why I thought I could come on and have a real life chat about the realities of doing that. I don't do these things all the time. I do try and remember, which is why water is one of those really important things. We're drinking it every day. I've always drunk a lot of water, and that's just a real basic that I can do. But as you can see behind, I'm certainly not teetotal. This is our drinks shelf, and at the moment it's not super stocked, but I absolutely do drink alcohol. So let's get a glass of water poured and move on to some of the vitamins that I take on a daily basis at the moment. And thanks to my sister, we're upping our coffee game. Yay! This smells so much better, and any coffee drinkers will know that a massive part of coffee is the morning ritual and having fun with it and all the different flavours. So this lovely stuff that I was talking about yesterday, it is nice, it's really nice. But my husband has said it's a little more floral than I'm looking for, which, fair enough. It says bright floral aromas. It does have those, and it is quite a floral flavour. I've been asked to have another try, although it's lovely. He says he likes his coffee like his whiskey. So I think what he means is we want more intense, more caramel flavours, possibly sweeter, I would guess, as he likes his bourbon. Yeah, so we will, of course, be using this up. Yummy. I wish we had the ability to share smells because it's delicious. So I have ground up some beans for the morning, and then I will keep it in my spare Bon Maman jar. I love these jars. Does anyone else absolutely love these jars? The shape of them, checked lid, just yummy. So that whole doing things one-handed that we've all been watching for years, and all the YouTubers make it look easy, less so, much less so when you're trying to do it yourself. So yeah, yum, happy. And I know this sounds absolutely ridiculous, but this kit and the grinder were new to us, one from my sister and one from my husband's lovely friend who doesn't live in England. And can I admit this? Can I admit this on the internet? It's completely ridiculous, but I figured them out, and how to attach and use and all the rest of it. I know, big girl pat on the head. She did it. That's a win, and I'll take it. Happy midweek. There she is, my Alchemilla mollis. I've got another one growing at the other end of this really super long border, but we've got this little gap here from where I added Nepeta. I took a risk. It worked. It's not looking super brilliant, but it has taken, and it's flowering, and it will look incredible next year. But it's left this area here. Patience is not a virtue, and I just want something in here for now, and they can snuggle in beautifully next to each other next year when they're established. Alchemilla mollis I adore, absolutely adore. This area does get a bit of sun, so I think we'll probably be okay, because it really can thrive in partial shade and does so really well. This is one of my most favourite plants in the world, because when the water droplets land on the leaves, it's just so pretty. It looks like magic. So that's going to go here and hopefully be very, very happy, where I've got my little bistro table next to my little rose bed. And I can sit and have a cup of tea or a glass of wine in the evening and just enjoy and be happy. I was hoping we'd catch a little glimpse of my chuk-chuks, but we haven't. I think I need to go and give that rose some help. Look at them, so beautiful. This giant cephallari. My husband's so indulgent, he's so patient with me. It's lovely, and as you can see, attracts bees. But it really is giant, and that probably wasn't the ideal spot for it. Whoopsie. That's going to be fun to dig out. I am having such a lovely morning. So I've just been getting myself freshly ground coffee with incredible smells in the kitchen. And then I have this chorus from the chickens of absolute joy and being so happy with themselves. And I go out to check, and I've got 3 beautiful freshly laid eggs. So happy. Well done, girls. Look how little and how sweet. Just lovely. Having your own chickens in the garden really isn't getting old. Thank you, girls. Good morning. It's Thursday and it's sunny, and I'm just doing some of my daily chores that I do, and I thought I would jump on and film just a small clip, because I'm sure I'm not alone with doing this as you go around the house, or going up and down the stairs in particular, collecting everything in a basket or whatever you've got to hand, and then just going around the house and depositing it. So yes, we've got really, really boring. But toilet rolls stored upstairs, so I'm moving those around the bathroom. Who got caught out this morning? Oh yes, TMI. TMI for the internet. But so I'm redistributing toilet rolls around the house. I'm always amazed at how quickly toilet rolls run out. It just seems to go in cycles as well. Sometimes you'll have plenty in there and then all of a sudden, all gone. Amazing. Anyway, world's most boring chat, and it just made me laugh that I've got things in here. I usually have a couple of empty tea or coffee cups, water glasses, books, bits and bobs to go back to their right places. This is a pretty straightforward day today. I'm going to go and put a wash on because it's actually lovely weather. Oh, exciting, exciting. I've just thought I'm going to take the cushion covers off because I think, looking at that basket, we should have space in the washing machine. We've got an enormous washing machine, so, well, a bigger than usual size, and get it drying in the sun. And then we'll go for a dog walk. Just had to jump on and share that because it made me smile. And the job of the morning is oiling the chopping boards. True to style in this house, it didn't happen on the day that it was planned to. Other things took over. And yeah, that's right, yesterday I had a bit of a funk day. I really wasn't in the mood. Does anyone else have days like that where they just can't seem to get going or snap out of the funny mood? I'm sure we all do, and for me it was very, very powerful yesterday, and there it was. But we can do it today. God, I must research. That can go on my jobs list to do next, what to do about these tiles. But let's have a go on this cutting board oil. I did sand yesterday, so hopefully these will come up a bit nicer and be protected. I don't find this job as satisfying as oiling my garden furniture. I absolutely love that job. I think it's because the teak oil smells incredible, whereas this one is scentless, but the teak oil just smells amazing. It's always sunny when I do it. Oh, just love that job. This less so, but it's one of those necessary things to get done. So let's get to it. And then the finished articles drying in the draining rack. They do look a lot nicer. They come up with a nice colour again, and it's the world's fastest job. That took me about 2 minutes, so I'm a lot happier with that. Right, what's next on the to-do list? Vitamins, I think, today. Try and remember to take those. Such a beautiful evening. Hopped on as I'm taking my dog for a walk, just a little one, because we've spent the day relaxing and just being super chilled out in the garden. So I'm just taking him for a little evening walk, and it's just beautiful. I do live in a very lovely place, but the sky is blue with fluffy white clouds, little birds singing their hearts out. People pressure washing, aren't they always? But it's lovely, so lovely. And I've got my happy little dog friend with me. Sweet boy, there he is. Should we carry on? And I just wanted to say good evening. I'm going to head home for some delicious lasagna and probably a glass of rosé, because the sun's out, so why not? I will hopefully do a better job of doing some filming tomorrow, but I did put a little extra video live, so that was something at least. Right, I'm going to sign off. Bye! Good evening. Hello, little pup. It's been wet and wild and windy weather here today in West Sussex, and it's meant that I haven't taken this little guy for a proper walk, because I've had a very slow and lovely indoor day with my boy who's on his half term. But that has meant that this little guy hasn't had a chance for a walk. So we're just doing our steps now as it's stopped raining and the wind has stopped coming. The wind has stopped blowing so hard. So I'm taking this little one out and just enjoying some of the fresh air. It has been quite a cabin fevery day. Forgive me, I'm not feeling great today, so I haven't done a lot, but I did make an amazing minestrone soup at lunchtime, and then I had not very exciting, but it actually was. We went to Sainsbury's, we needed a couple of things for dinner, and I had a bit of a potter. It was nice not I'll have to edit that bit out. I had a bit of a potter and it was nice not to be rushing around, and also nice not to be in Lidl or Aldi. I love those shops, but it is nice to get a little bit of variety, and I found some cool bits. They have their green care range, which is quite nice, and they're not doing plastic in excess like most of the supermarkets. They seem to be trying to find some middle ground and have veg that isn't actually shrink wrapped in plastic. I got a cabbage, a leek, a broccoli, all loose, carrots with their tops on. It was a revelation. It was an exciting thing, guys. Right, let's get this one to stretch his legs a little bit, and then I'll chat better to you when I'm back home. But I wanted to make sure I at least came on and said hello to them.